Baby, we have the t-shirts back in stock, my darlings. What is delayed is not denied. We have it in blue since you loved it so very much indeed, my darlings. You better go ahead and get your t-shirt before it sells out, because I just might go ahead and do a yellow t-shirt for you and an orange t-shirt. You have to bear in mind, Baby Girl is a small brand. We are self-funding here, so I can only do so much. But yes, the t-shirt is back and I am living and loving. I also have a surprise for you. Yes. You asked and I said, why not? We have brought the black t-shirt back. What is delayed is not denied. Are we living and loving? Exciting news, my darling Fumi Nation. We have the beautiful, fabulous Lagos Edit, a summer luxury 26 concept store with needlepoint as well as Oyato, commencing from the 27th of June all the way to the 5th of July. And we have a private preview and launch reception on the 26th of June, which is this Friday. Guys, you're going to love it. They are open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. every single day, and then on Sunday from 12 noon all the way to 6 p.m. Come on over to 96 Kensington High Street, London. The doors will be open at the Ivy Kensington Brasserie. You're going to love it. It is so glamorous. Needlepoint, sensational designs. Oyato, they are a mother and daughter brand who make beautiful, timeless, elegant and fun clothes. One of the hallmarks of their brand is just how cross-generational and different their clothes are. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? Are we enjoying the summer, baby? It is hot in London and I am living and loving. Living on what? Living and loving. I haven't slept, you know. I have not slept. I am so tired. When I tell you, I was up until 5 a.m. this morning. No sleep, because you gotta do what you gotta do. And so that brings me to this wonderful question that Fumi Nation had asked me. And she says, thank you, Auntie Fumi, for your words of encouragement. I pray that you and your family are well. Oh, thank you, my darling. My auntie, how can I separate from negativity if the negativity is at a job that I must work until I save up enough to leave it? All of my love. Oh, thank you, my darling. First and foremost, let me empathize with you. I say that because it's mind over matter. You have to go to a place and spend your work hours there, most probably from 9 to 5, which means that you wake up at around 7 and you don't get home till around 7-ish. So it's a 12-hour shift and you have to wear a mask. You have to wear a mask and you have to make sure that whatever negativity does not penetrate through you and affect your work ethic and work production. That in itself is a lot. So I really give you my empathy and I'm sorry that you are going through this, for the simple reason that I'm a YouTuber. I work on my own. There are pros and there are cons, but the good pros is that I don't have any negativity on a 99.9 basis, because it's only me. It's positive energy, positive people around me. We are all on the same boat to make sure that we can film, that the lights, the makeup, the hair, everything is just so. And then from there it goes into editing. But one of the cons is that I'm always alone. I am always alone and I am speaking to a camera. And so I have made it a point to try to regulate myself to where I remember all of your beautiful faces when I go into the city, when I travel, beautiful messages like this, so that I can stay upbeat. Now, you are trying to stay upbeat where the energy is trying to pull you down. And I tell you this, every morning when you wake up, you always say to yourself, I am beautiful, I am amazing, I am going to have a good day. I learned that speaking great energy into existence, it is a way of prayer. Speak that into existence. I am wonderful, I am beautiful, I'm going to have a good day, I'm going to be patient, I'm going to be understanding, and I'm going to keep away from negativity. Translation, if for example, and I've had this many a time, you have somebody that comes to complain to you about somebody else. Let her come or him come in. Oh, she's this, she's that. And right there you say, darling, by the way, so sorry to cut you off, but did you get so and so? Did you get this email? Because I'm busy with it, I'm drowned in it. Why don't we have lunch? The lunch that you will never have. But I really just have to do this right now because he is on top of me and they want it right now. Always say that you have a project. That is one. Anytime somebody wants to speak about somebody else, do not interact. Do you know why? Because the person that is speaking about somebody else will most likely speak about you at some point in time. And you do not want the boss, managers to know that you are co-signing that kind of office gymnastic behavior. Whether you're speaking, whether you're listening, whether you're in the group, whether you're smiling, don't be in that area at all. If you have to sit at your desk, sit at your desk. It means that you just be much more productive until you can leave. Always continue, even when you go home, to continue to put yourself forward for other positions. Always apply for a higher role, for a higher salary, because when you get a higher salary, you get a much more responsible role or job or position. You will find, and this is something that I have noticed, you will find that there's a respect for yourself because there's a lot expected of you. Because in the hierarchy, people will still gossip about those on the mid-level, on the floor level, and so on and so forth. What you want to be and do at all times is to have a wonderful work ethic and work politics. Let your reputation be one such as Fumi is not going to listen to gossip, Fumi is not going to be there, and Fumi is not going to entertain it. Because if you do all of these, it means that the next job that you go to, where the negativity could even be worse, you already have the skill set where you don't entertain that kind of nonsense. And it starts with a respect of self. You address just so, and you address others as so. The negativity in any office, in any space, will always be there because one or two people don't agree, or they don't agree about how they are treated. It's none of your business. You are not human resources. Another thing, don't go out after work with people that are negative. People that are positive, that are pleasant, have great work ethic, that you can learn from them. Yes, go out with them. But those that are negative, absolutely not. You know why? Because they are always auditioning for allies. So when you feel and see that kind of negativity in the office, avoid every single one of them at all costs, or make sure that your time with them is little to none. That's it. You're always busy. You're asked, oh, Fumi, you know what? Let's go out for drinks later. Darling, I got to go home. Very, very, very light excuses. Nothing too intense, nothing too deep, nothing too personal either. Which leads to another question. People that talk negative about others seem to know a little bit more than they should about the person's life. It never works in the office space. It never works. It also means that when you go for lunch at the lunch cafeteria, sit on your own, sit at your desk, or sit with people that are positive. And sometimes that could be just that wonderful, very quiet person that doesn't talk to anybody. And she doesn't talk to anybody. Why? For a reason. Because you have seen, again, like I said, the office gymnastics. And you have said to yourself, my God, how can I stay here? How can I continue to be in this negative environment that is so draining? It's not only draining me, but it's draining my productivity. If it is on that kind of level, then you have to be even firmer and say that you prefer not to be involved. As they come to you to talk about this person, that person, or they're just complaining constantly, you have to remove yourself. And it means that every time when you come home, you can't just take off your shoes, take off your bra, take off your wig and relax. It means that you keep on submitting your resume for other jobs, because this is something that you don't want. Now, it is also a wonderful skill set. There is nothing in life that you do not go through for a reason. You go through it for an absolute reason. You're to learn your skills. You're to learn discipline. You're to learn to keep quiet and listen more so than any other time. To be observant. And then the big clincher for me, to know how to work under pressure. Working in a negative environment is pressure. Working on deadlines is pressure. Working for an inconsiderate boss is pressure. But I promise you, all of those skill sets is what you're going to need when you become the boss. You have to climb up this ladder, and it's never easy. People will also test you. They just want to test you and see how you react. Will you stay on at the job or will you quit? It's always for a reason. Embrace it and be very proud of yourself when you have to clock out at 5 p.m. It means that you're learning. You are now being able to administer mind over matter. That whatever is around me, come rain, come shine, negativity, pressure, personal issues, you can always stay focused and do your job. Why do I say that? I say that because I don't have a boss. I don't have anybody I answer to. And that goes for a lot of influencers, YouTubers, and I'm talking about before the money. Before the money comes, before opportunity comes, before collaborations come. You know why? You've got to love what you do. I love what I do. So, because I love what I do, it doesn't matter if I have challenges behind the scenes. And my God, baby, I have challenges behind the scenes. But it does not deter me from coming out here every single day, do my hair, do my makeup, get dressed and film and be alert and be here and be Fumi. I do it every day. And sometimes, some days are harder than others because I have challenges, because I have to deal with negativity from brands. I have to deal with people that can be very inconsiderate. I learned those when I was working in an office. And so I smile because I can already tell when a brand is going to be difficult. I can already tell. And my job is to diffuse the situation. My job, really and truly, is to bring their product or brand to light in the best possible way that I can. Because why? Because that is my job. They came to me, they trusted me, and they might go to other brands and say, you know what, Fumi was wonderful. We were a little bit, we didn't really believe in her in the beginning, but my God, she came out like this shining star. I love her work ethic. She's extremely professional. She doesn't engage in personal lives and gossip. This one, that one said, this influencer isn't good, that influencer is not. No, she's absolutely wonderful and she delivers. If she tells you that she's going to upload today and all of your advertising is going to be there, it will be there. If she tells you that she's going to do this fabulous makeup tutorial, she will be there. If she's to show up at our head office or at our flagship store, she's there, irrespective of whether she has a young child whom she has to pick up from school, this, that, and the third. This is all skill set because you become ultimately the easiest person to work with. Why? Because you're not faced. Come rain, come shine, come thunder, come gossip, come the doors are not working, the elevator is not working. All of these little mindsets, you know what, we don't have lunch for you guys. We don't have this. Can you stay after 5 p.m.? Can you come a little bit early and come in at 7 a.m.? These are things that you are going to learn. You are going to learn, and you are at this stage where you should absorb everything and embrace everything because it works to your advantage. It works to what? It works to your advantage. It does not matter about the negativity in any space. You have a tunnel vision. Why? Because you've got work to do and you've got goals to accomplish. Don't ever let the environment, the temperature in any space, as a matter of fact, anywhere, affect your work ethic. Don't let it affect your work performance, because the big boss up there is not going to listen to your excuses. I have learned to do that, and it was one of the hardest things. But once I overcame it, it became a power for me. It became really a little superpower for me. The negativity, they can go on with it. They can say whatever to you. It is for you to absorb it and always be professional and respond professionally. In the event that it gets out of hand and they are disrespecting you, you report them and you humbly request that your desk, your cubicle can be moved elsewhere where you can continue to do your work. And the last but not least that I have observed, it's hot. It's not hot flashes. It's just hot. When I am very, very spiritual, extremely spiritual, and I believe that there's a reason for everything. The second I begin to have challenges or a space becomes uncomfortable, it means that my time is done. It means that God is showing me, I'm just speaking for myself now. It means that God is showing me, He's telling me that it's time to go. He had showed me all of the signs. He had given me all of the red flags, and I did not take any heed. I didn't. I thought, oh, I can do it next month. Okay, I'll look for work next month. Okay, I will look for management next month. Or I'll look for this other job next month. And I was not moving. So what does He do? He will make your environment so uncomfortable that you will have no choice but to move. Anytime anything happens to me that is not pleasant, that is not, it's not nice, that can be challenging, can be difficult, every single time, with relationships, with work, anything at all, I always say to myself, what am I to learn here? What is it that I'm supposed to learn? What is it that you're teaching me? What is it I missed? Because it is truly for a purpose. If you are going to work every day to a place that is negative, that is a red neon flag. That is time for you to move. That you have learned everything you need to learn here. And it's time for you to go and have that extra pressure, because that pushes you to excel. That's the only way that you will learn. Anytime that you are comfortable, you will never grow. Nobody grows from comfortable spaces. And that is why you are having this circumstance. I'm speaking and telling this to all of you, especially my corporate girlies. I admire you so very much. I think that you are absolutely fabulous. And you have a discipline, and you have a step and repeat, and you have a routine that you perform Monday through Friday and sometimes on the weekends. And I appreciate that, because you're investing all of that for somebody else. Well, that could be true, but for a while. And then after that, when you turn around and see how many years you've invested there, you take all of those life lessons and skills and intellect, and you go ahead and build your own. Or you say to yourself, you know what, maybe I want to branch up and out, and now I feel comfortable to really go for my dream. I was having a conversation with a girlfriend today, pure happenstance, because I'm thinking of doing a couple of things now, because I feel much more confident. Because it will never only be about intellect. It will never only be about your experience, your job experience, your qualifications. Like life, the other aspect is dealing with life skills, human nature, human beings. And there are turbulent ones and there are mild ones. And you have to be able to swim in and out of each one and still being intact to give excellent productivity when it comes to your job. That is how I've been out here in these YouTube streets for 12 years. Every single day. No matter how tired I am, no matter what is going on in my personal life, no matter what is going on with my brand, believe you me when I tell you, there are times when I don't want to do it, but I have an obligation, and so I have to be professional at all times. Do not engage with negativity. Don't encourage it. Don't embrace it. Don't align with it. Mind your business. Mind your business. And like I said, it means, baby girl, it's time for you to level up. All right, my darlings, do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, baby. And I'll see you I'll see you sooner than later. All of my love. On the 27th of this month, June, I get an opportunity to meet Fumi Nation. Darling, House of ENITAN is having the most fabulous fashion event at her wonderful flagship store, and I am going to be a special guest, and we're going to have a sit-down Q&A about fashion, about life, about womanhood. And darlings, I am inviting you for free. All of the information is here. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. All you have to do is register. You can start showing up at 10 in the morning for all of the fabulous shopping, and also shoppers and fashionistas and beauty enthusiasts. And then we're going to have our fabulous Q&A at 3 p.m. Darlings, do not miss it. I cannot wait to meet all of you so that we can have pictures together. We can catch up together. I cannot wait. It's going to be a fabulous event. And darlings, you're invited. All you have to do is what? All you have to do is register. I cannot wait to see you. I am so excited. I mean, talk about keeping it in the family. For those of you that don't know, I was a beauty queen. Yes, I was Miss West Africa 1990. Yes, decades ago. And then it's come back full circle with my beautiful niece Farah, who is competing to be Miss Alberta. I want you guys to sponsor, to support her. She has a wonderful support page. Please go right ahead and support her. Please, please, please. She is absolutely beautiful and amazing. I remember when Farah was born, and to see her now walking on stage and winning all of these beauty competitions just warms my heart. So I want to use my platform to spread the word out there. Please support my wonderful niece Farah, and just click onto the link and give her all the support that you can. I will deeply, deeply, deeply I will deeply appreciate it. And Farah, congratulations. Congratulations. Well, you know you're my daughter anyway, because I don't have daughters. So you are my daughter. It doesn't matter who birthed you. You're my daughter. And I am so, so proud of you. Fumi Nation, this is the first. Yes, my darlings. The next generation doing wonderful and amazing things. And for Farah to walk out on these platforms and really follow in my steps, in my footsteps, I am absolutely speechless. And I want you to support her. Okay, all of my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. I love you guys. Mwah.
Hi guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking